Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Avery Williamson able to run him down for a loss of a yard. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Henry Anderson in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Take it at the 37. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. And an update from the Circle City up in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive it.
That is caught by Williams. He's got a Jets touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, Bortles. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Austin Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Now it's Darnold. And he hits Herndon over the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Crowell. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Darnold. Anunu's got it, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. No one ran the ball more than the Jaguars in 2017, and we could very well see another carry here on 3rd and short. Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Hank. Hey. 11.
Bortles. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Lucy.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's taken down inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
11.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Dancing. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Now the return, Rashad Green. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But
You're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. One of the longest punts in the last decade or so, 80-plus yards. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on first down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And all the way down to the 26. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Darnold now to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Sam Darnold looking like he belongs. 3 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, we keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Green to bring it back. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard.
Dante Moncrief, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 82 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Corey Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with the lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Crowell with a chance to make a big impact in this Jets backfield. Here's first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 62 yards. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Bortles, got to have this one. And it is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He completes it to Peake. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Faking the give, Darnold. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Hank. 372.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 59 yards.
Lucy.
Bortles now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they'll get this down to the 10. Bortles to the former Jet, Seferian-Jenkins for the Jags' 1st down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Wow. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The pitch to Crowell. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Crowell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Play action. Now it's Bortles. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Darren Lee in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From midfield, here's Bortles. Buying time to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And now it's 3rd down.
Throw left, throw left.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Flush to his right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Crowell. Quick feet by Crowell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And Darnold wants to throw the football over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run with Crowell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.